Okay. So whenever it comes to data modeling, say suppose this is my table 1. Okay, this is my table 2.
Now it's clear. Thank you.
Okay, this is a table 2. Say suppose I have some rows saying that 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Both having a unique values, right? Both tables having a unique values. Are you seeing any differences over here?
No.
No, right? So when you are trying to do the relationship, either inner join or outer join or left join or full outer join, okay, or you do union, okay, you will not see any issue. Okay, so while joining this table to this table, okay, you are joining on a unique values. That is called a one-to-one relationship. The cardinality is nothing but a relationship between the table. Okay, where this is called the one-to-one relationship. Say suppose I have another table, I have another value, like say suppose 4, 4. Okay, so what is the first table having? What are the values extra we have here?
3.
3. What are we having a 3 over here? The 2 rows for 3?
No.
This table having a many values. This table having a unique values. So when we are joining these two tables, it is called the many to one relationship in a simple way. Okay. So are you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Now say suppose this particular table having a, forget about the 4, forget about the 3. I have another called the 4. Okay. This table having a 2 3s, this table having a 2 4s.
4.
Okay, both are having a duplicates.
Many
okay,
to many.
right, many to many relationship. This is called the relationship between the two tables, right? This is very important, guys. So whenever you get the data in a Power BI or any reporting tool, doesn't matter. Okay, any reporting tool, you have to see whether you having a duplicates or not. So I'm going to explain today in Power BI with a file. Okay, so prior to that, I need to ask a few more questions. Okay, so primary key and foreign key, anyone can tell me? Guys, difference between the primary key and foreign key?
If there is we can define the relationship when there is common field between two tables. We have a primary key. If we define a relationship between another table, is a foreign key.
Yes. So in a simple way, right? So whenever you are going to answer the question in an interview, okay, simple way you can tell that this is my, okay, primary key. This is my the reverse. Forget about reverse. This is my foreign key. Primary key will have a unique values. Okay, whenever you try to create a table, the table should have a primary key to identify the unique values. That's why we create a primary key. Okay, the foreign key is, say suppose this is my dimension table which is holding a primary keys. Okay, this is my fact table which is holding the foreign key. Okay, this table have a primary key which is a unique values. This having a values which have some duplicates. So whenever you are joining with the dimension table or fact table or dimension, anyway we can join. So when you are joining with the two table, this table having a same key, that is called the foreign key. Okay, the same key is rely in another table is called the foreign key. Okay, simple way. Primary key uniquely identified, which is not allowing a null value. The foreign key is having another table which is related to primary key. That's it. Okay, that is done. Can anyone explain me this Power BI data flow? Okay, before that, right? So whenever class is completed, I'm going to fulfill this Power BI PPT. Okay, we don't have anything over here. Whenever class is completed, I'm going to fulfill this one. And at the end of the day, I'm going to share it to you guys. Okay. So can anyone explain me who are there in the class already? Mass, I have so others except Vidya, Manasa, and Guru. Can anyone tell me? Explain me this
So
flow.
so these are the raw data files like Excel file, CSV file.
Mm-hmm.
So we extract like we bring them into the Power BI,
Right.
and then we see the we make any relationship like transformation. Transformation means if we remove duplicate values or make
Perfect.
any changes or
Perfect.
we delete any columns and everything. And data
Perfect.
profiling is like
It comes into the whatever you said earlier, right? So
okay,
removing the duplicates. Okay. If you
okay,
don't want any columns, extra rows, you don't want. Okay. If you want to do the changing the data types, which is called the data profiling. Data profiling is nothing but profiling your data or analyzing your data and make sure the data is okay or not. That's it. Next is relationship. Yeah. Next one.
and then we bring it like into the view into the dashboard where we can
Okay.
show in a pie chart or different graphs or anything,
Right.
and that's it.
That's it. So the last part is
Visualization, right?
building the dashboard.
Yeah, building the dashboard.
This is where user comes into the picture. Okay. This is the overall.
In a
Okay.
single,
Let's, sorry.
nothing.
Yeah. Okay. Let's come into the Power BI. Have you guys installed the Power BI?
No, we got an email from Ankara that they would send some links to download it.
Okay. So whenever you
We
have a
did.
chance, right? Don't forget to install the Power BI. Why I'm telling you, right? While explaining, while studying, you say that, man, this is very easy. But when you are getting to real time, or when you are doing, forget about real time. Even when you are doing on your own, right? You'll get confused. So what exactly I'm doing? Am I doing right or not? Okay. So that will come into the picture with the practicals only. Okay, if you don't do practice, so you will forget everything. Today you will see that, okay, I'm learning thing, I know everything, but tomorrow you will forget. So practice, you have to practice more. Even small basics also you need to understand. Okay, are we getting correct data? Are we doing correctly or not? Okay, this is most important, guys. Okay, so the first step in the data molding, what is the data molding? Where we have to go first thing?
Get data.
Very good. Get data. So I'm going to okay. Get data. What are the options we have? We have a Excel workbook. We have a Power BI essential semantic model. Okay, which I told you semantic model nothing but already ready at data. Okay, say suppose I am bringing SQL server. Guys, SQL server I'm going to explain once you are aware of SQL concept. Since this SQL is parallelly going, okay, I'll teach you in the middle of our sessions. Okay, so I'm just explaining you what exactly how we are going to connect to SQL databases or any databases. Forget about SQL or forget about Redshift. Multiple databases we have. Okay, so I got this. Okay, whenever you open a SQL server, so you will get the window like this. What it is asking, server name, database, you can tell anything, whether it is a EDM, whether it is a EDM, whether it is a Manasa, whether it is a Vidya, you can name yourself, right, while creating a database. Okay, so these are the two options we'll give. Here, this is the very important concepts, data connectivity mode. You won't see whenever I'm trying to connect the Excel data file, are we seeing these options, data connectivity mode?
No.
No.
No, right? So whenever you connect to any database, we'll see these options, import or direct query. What is called the import? What is called the direct query? By seeing these names, what you can explain? What is the direct query? What is the import?
Import will actually take the file which we are actually mentioning in the database name.
Mhm.
And for direct query, I think we need to write query like a script to get
It's
those
either
columns only or something like that.
it's either way. So that's what I'm saying. So when it comes to other reporting tool, when it comes to Power BI, the names and the functions we have will bit confused. Okay, will give you confusion. Import is nothing but, okay, say suppose I have written a query, I am bringing the data while choosing the import. What it will do is it will save that particular data in the Power BI engine. Okay, we'll have a backend engine. Any tool will have a backend engine. So it will store the data. Okay, it will store the data. Are you aware of cache?
I
Cache
think
or
it's like,
snapshot?
yeah, I think it's like uh, it's like a
Storing
static
data.
data. It's
Right.
like a static data. Yeah.
Yeah, whenever you import the data, it will store in the backend. Whenever you're trying to create a visualization, it will bring the data from that particular static data where you have stored. That is called the import. Okay. To understand, I need to tell you again. Guys, if you have any questions, please let me know, because these are very important concepts. Import and direct query. Whenever you are working on a
Can you,
databases, it's very important.
I
Import is
can
nothing
you
but,
explain?
yeah, I'll tell you from this one, because direct query. It says suppose you are writing a query, you have a two tables, right? In a SQL database, you have a two tables from the SQL databases. You are trying to import these two tables, okay, into the Power BI. If you choose the direct query, it will directly, okay, whatever write, okay, whether it is an advanced option, say suppose advanced option is nothing but you can write your queries here, okay, like a select star from table, select star from table 1, okay, and union or join, inner join, okay, select star from table 2. Okay, this is called the advanced. Here you can write over here, even import also you can do right here, direct query also you can write over here. But whenever you say direct query, it is directly hitting the database. Okay, say suppose,
so is that a live data that when we
yes,
are using? Okay.
yes.
Thank you.
Okay, this is my database. Okay, this is my database. This is where Power BI. Okay, this we have a two options. One is direct query, and another one is import query. Okay, so when it comes to direct query, what will happen whenever you write a query, it will directly hit the database. Okay, it will directly hit the database, which is called the live data. Say suppose I have a 1, 2, 3. Okay, these are the values I have in this table. Okay, whenever you use a direct query, the visualization will show 1, 2, 3. Okay, directly whatever we have a values, it will show in the visualization. This is called the live data. Say suppose I have added, okay, I already created a visualization, but I have added another values 4. Okay, so if you refresh no need to refresh the report. Okay, say suppose you have added a 4, whenever you open the report, automatically report will have a 4. This is called the live data, and this is called the direct query in the Power BI. Okay, now you understand.
Yeah.
I'm explaining you again, guys. Okay. Database, Power BI, direct query, options. Okay. This is option we will get in any database you choose. Okay. Database, Power BI, and direct query and import. Direct query will have whatever the values you have in a table, it will come directly to the report. That is called the live data in a general term. And when it comes to Power BI, it is called the direct query. Okay. This is a simple way. And when it's called the import, what import will do is Power BI will have a backend engine. The storage data, any tool will have a storage. Okay. So what Power BI will do, whenever you choose the import, import option, what it will do is, okay, here to here, it will store the data in here. Okay. Say suppose I have a 1, 2, 3 values. Okay. The table have a 1, 2, 3 value. Okay. And whenever you choose the import, Power BI will try to communicate database and it will store that 1, 2, 3 value here. 1, 2, 3 value here, right? So then it will give in a visualization 1, 2, 3. Okay, say suppose database I have added in a table, I have added another value. So will it automatically show here in Power BI?
No, I think we need to reconnect it or
Right,
refresh it.
no need to reconnect actually. Okay, reconnect also it will not show because the power, we are not saying to Power BI, hey guy, database already added another value, you need to show me that, but we are not communicating that in a proper way. So what we have to do, there is a concept called a refresh or schedule refresh or refresh the report. So whenever you try to refresh, what Power BI will do, Power BI will communicate to the storage engine, say that, hey guy, database is added another value, just show me that value as well. So it will come to the picture 4 and report also will show you the new values. But whereas a direct query, you don't need to ask the storage engine or schedule refresh, which is called the Power BI gateway. Okay, where it will Power BI gateway will handle the scheduling refresh of the reports or handling the subscription. Okay, handling the alerts. Alerts is nothing but whenever reports is failed, we will get a notifications. Like that, the Power BI gateway will handle. Okay, so you guys are clear, or you want me to explain again? Because it's very important. So can anyone tell me what direct query will do?
Yeah. So from database, if you update something in your database, when you do direct query into the Power BI, it automatically updates the data. You don't have to refresh.
Right.
But when you do other way for import, you have to you have to refresh every time when there is new updates for database.
Perfect. Yeah. This is what I need. So you need to understand the things and you need to explain me later. So this is, as I said earlier, or yesterday, we need an interactive session. So then only you can go ahead and you can do it on your own. Okay. So this is called the live data. This is called the snapshot of data. Snapshot is nothing but our cache data. Snapshot or cache data is nothing but storing the data in a Power BI engine. It will ask the report whenever he want. But whenever data is updated, we need to ask, again, the visualization need to ask Power BI gateway, please schedule a refresh and give me the data. So that is called the import and snapshot of data. So this is the basic difference between live connection and import connection. So when we have to use this, whether it is a direct query, whether it is import query. Say suppose there is a business scenario, he needs to see the data every minute. Okay, some people say suppose stock market, everyone will go for every second or every minute, they want to see their updated data, right? So at that time, so what do we have to do? We have to see the live connection. Okay, live data. So in that scenarios, we'll use this direct query. So whereas the import query, so there are the
Sorry.
scenarios.
So,
Yeah, tell
sorry,
me.
Vasu, can you please repeat that again? Like
Yeah.
my connection broke out.
Okay. So what is the live data? Whenever user asks, okay, or whenever user needs, or say suppose you are the user, okay, you are in a stock market. So whenever you want to open, or whenever you want to open is any brokerage apps, so you want to see your live data, right? Okay, whether my stock is what is the price my stock is having, that is the live data it will show, right? So backend, what how exactly it is refreshing? It is connecting to the any particular database. Okay, the database will give the live data, right? You understand my point?
Yeah.
Question. So when you use the import option, you said there is this thing called Power BI Gateway, which handles the updates of the data, right?
Right.
But when you do this, this direct query,
It will not come into the picture.
Power
BI will not come. It will directly connect to the database. Whenever you try to access the report, it will directly impact the database. If say suppose if your database is not optimized perfectly means the queries or tables are not written properly, the report is will be very slow, because you are directly hitting to the database every time. Whenever you try to refresh, say suppose every 1 minute you want to see the data in a report, okay, you have to hit the database. Forget about where exactly it is hitting. Okay, whenever you try to open the report, it will directly ask database, okay, please give me the data into the report. Whenever you try, even for second, even for 1 minute, even for 2 minutes, even for 3 minutes, it will directly hit to the database. That is called the live connection.
Okay.
Live data it will give. Live data it will give. That's it.
That's the technical name, right?
That's a technical name. Yeah, just technical name for your understanding. Say suppose I can tell you, man, this is we are giving the data. We are directly pulling the data into the Power BI. I can tell you directly, but whenever you are going to give the interviews after this course or after maybe 2 months, right? So at that time, these are the questions they will ask. What is the direct query? What is the import query? What is the direct query will do? What is the import query will do? Where exactly you have to use the direct query? Where exactly you have to use the import query? So these are the main questions they will ask. So at that time, you need to tell, okay, when you are going to direct query, when we want to show the live data, we have to use a direct query, which will directly interact with the database. That is called the direct query or live data. Whereas the import, can anyone explain me import? I told you one scenario where exactly we are using a direct query, because if a user want to see live data, we'll go for direct query. Say suppose the user don't want to see any live data, say suppose I came today and I have given you data. I don't want to see the data. I want to see tomorrow or day after tomorrow, after 1 week. Okay, so at that time he don't want to see any live data. I want to see last 7 days of data, last 3 months of data, last 5 months of data, like that, previous data. Okay, so at that time we'll go for import, where it will store the data over here, and we can pull the data into the report. So here, whenever he comes into the picture, okay, he will see whatever the data we have. So say suppose he comes into the picture after 7 days. Okay, he will ask, buddy, I'm not seeing the 7 days of data. What you have to do at that time? You already build the report 7 days back.
Storage place.
Yes. What you have to ask storage place? What is comes
Schedule
into the
refresh.
picture? Schedule refresh. Schedule refresh. Okay. For every 7 days, user asked you to give me the data for every 7 days. What you have to do? You have to tell the Power BI schedule my report for every 7 days. So whenever user comes into the picture, Okay, whenever he open the report, he will see that 7 days of data. This is the overall picture of direct query and import query. Okay, you guys are clear?
Yes.
So, so the joins and the union or whatever we do in SQL, we write it the direct query, and if at all required, the logics also can be written in the direct query.
Anything, even direct query, import query, queries are same. Guru, queries are same. Okay, the option is different because whether it is import, whether it is write query, you are writing that only. Select star from table, union, select star from other table.
Okay.
Okay, so only thing is choosing the option based on the business scenario, whether the user want a live data or whether the user want a previous data or a storage data. So based on that scenario, we'll go for the options. The queries
So
are
direct
same.
query would be the best option because as per your explanation, I think if it is stored in the data engine in the engine background as a database as an import, it could take a lot of memory and performance will also have an issue rather than like if we go with the direct query, the refresh will also be fast and we will not have any issues with the memory as well.
In this case, it's the right point. Actually, in this case, whenever your database, as I said, if it is that tables are correctly optimized, okay, you are writing your query correctly in a proper way, okay, then direct query is the right option for the performance. Okay, but say suppose any project, okay, any business scenario, okay, most of the projects don't want to see their data, they don't want to see live data. Okay, user will not come to system directly. Okay, business users will come, or they have a meetings on daily basis, not on hourly basis. Okay, daily basis or weekly basis or monthly basis. Okay, whenever they want to open, they want to see the data. Okay, they will communicate to you. Okay, whenever you have a call with the business user, they will say that, okay, I want to see live data, or I want to see last 7 days, or whenever we want to open the report. So at that time, based on the data you have to choose, okay, which one I have to go. Okay, that is the business cases, guys. Okay, so you have to understand that point. So again, why SQL is very important, that's why I'm asking. Okay, so writing the queries are most important here, because even it is a import, even is a direct query, if you are not writing in a proper way, okay, the Power BI also will not help you to open your reports. Because so whenever user wants to open the report, you want to see report in a minimum 30 seconds or before 30 seconds only you want to see that report. You don't want, whenever you try to open the report, if it is taking a 1 minute or 2 minutes, user will not accept that report. In a snapshot, he want to see the report. So that is what called the performance of the report. Okay, that is where this is also comes into the picture. If you are going for import, right, you already stored the data in a Power BI engine, right? You don't want to ask a database, it is already stored in somewhere, so you don't have to ask database, which is rely on some servers. Okay, whenever you want to try to open the report using the import, it will directly open the report without hesitating or without taking a evaluation time. It will open the report, but the based on the scenarios again. Okay, how user want to see the data. As you said, Guru, if user want to see the data in a daily basis or hourly basis or like a secondly basis or monthly basis, direct query is the best option, but optimizing query is very important. Whereas a user want to see every 7 days or every 3 days, import is the best option. Okay,
Yeah.
have any questions over here?
No, I got cleared. Like, so my understanding would be Import data is for weekly or monthly meetings where the users will only see the data on a particular date or a time, and for the query like the
Direct
query
question.
direct
Direct
query.
query.
So direct query would be for like whenever they open like whenever they access to the dashboard, the data will be live. So it's like as you said, it's like a stock market. So whenever we want our
Live
stocks to
data.
be
Live
highlighted,
data.
live data.
Live data. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So everyone understand this concept, right? Because most of the times we will get the data in a two ways only, either Excel workbook or any databases. Excel workbook, you don't have to worry about this and all. But whenever it comes to the database, you have to worry about how data is coming, how tables are handling, how we are going to present to the business users what they are asking. Okay,
Vasu,
that, yeah, yeah,
so
tell me.
when we have two options like this, you said,
Mhm.
so I'm thinking about the advantages and disadvantages of these. So
Yes,
you do the direct query, the advantage is like even though it takes some time for the data to refresh, but it will be instant and it will be live. And the
right.
disadvantage would be if there are if the syntaxes are not run properly.
Written properly, not
Yeah,
written properly.
yeah. So that would have an issue for that.
Perfect, perfect,
For
perfect.
the import query, so since it's not live data, you can refresh at the end of the day if you are
Anytime you can refresh,
for,
even for that for every minute also you can refresh.
okay.
For every minute also it will refresh, but the business scenarios will not comes into the picture like that. Okay, so yeah, because say suppose as I said earlier, right? No user will be online on every time. They
Yeah,
will come into the picture every 7 days or every 2 days or every 3 days only. So
yeah.
at that time, the report has to be ready.
And what are the advantages of this? I don't see. Oh, so there is no syntax part here.
Where?
For the import query.
No, no. So you misunderstood the concept. Okay, this database comes into the picture even for direct query, even for import also. We have to write the query. Syntax we have to write in both scenarios. But what is happening whenever you write the query in a Power BI, it will directly hit to the database. Whereas the import, it will not directly hit to the database. What it will do is whenever you try to run the import, it will store the data into Power BI engine like a snapshot or cache data. So then it will give to the visualization.
Okay, yeah.
So whenever you try to refresh, the schedule a refresh, so again it will go to storage engine, again it will go to database, and again it will come to the storage engine, again it will come to the visualization. So
Okay.
only storage engine will connect to the Power BI and a database here. Whereas the direct query directly connect to the database to Power BI.
Okay.
So this storage engine will store the snapshot. So you need to worry about the performance. But only thing is, as you said, right, it will give you the light data. It will give whatever we lastly refresh. Okay, say suppose I have refreshed yesterday that have a data 1, 2, 3, 4. Report will show 1, 2, 3, 4. Say suppose I have added a 5, but it will not show until you refresh the report. Until you refresh the report, it will not show the recently added record. But whereas the live data, it will give straight away.
Okay, so it saves in that storage
Storage
engine.
engine, which is called the snapshot data. When in a technical term, we call it as a cache or snapshot of data.
Cache.
Cache or snapshot.
Okay,
Okay.
thanks.
So anyone, yeah, it's I like these guys. Yeah, actually, whenever you are asking question, that means that you are understanding the concept. Okay. Anyone? Any other questions? Guys, please tell me yes or no.
No.
I am my side. I am clear.
Only 2 guys in the class?
Clear.
Clear, clear. That's it.
Guys, why I'm asking, right? Because you are all are job seekers, right? Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So whenever you go, whenever you are going to the technical rounds, okay, they will ask these questions. Okay, these are the basic concepts. Directly, they don't. Whenever interview starts, right, they directly don't go to into technical questions. They will ask you the basics. Okay, what is the relationship? What is a direct query? What is the import query? Okay, what is the performance tuning? Okay, how exactly it is connected to the Power BI when it comes to the direct query, when it comes to the import. These are the questions. If you are unable to answer, they will not go to other questions. They will simply say that, okay, I'm good, buddy. You have any questions? That's it. They will directly comes into final part. Are you having any other question? I am good. That means that you are rejected. So basics are very important. That's why I'm taking this much time and explaining the things, guys. Okay, this is done. Okay, so now I have already imported by choosing the Excel. Okay, because it will take some 2 minutes or 1 minute for rendering. Okay, say suppose I'm building a 2 tables here. Okay, I'm going to the model view. So have I implemented relationship here, guys?
No, sorry, no,
Not it.
Not yet.
because the headers are not like profiled properly.
Perfect. Okay, where you can do this one? I want to give the header names. Where I can give this one?
We need to go to the transform data and select that particular table and go to view, I guess. Yeah, view.
Right.
Yeah, the table.
Here I can rename. Right. You can give yes or no. Here I can give. Sorry, it's already there here.
Yeah.
Replace value. It's already there. Forgot about this one. So no need this one. So rename the column somehow. It is not. So I need to do some other parts. Okay, I don't want this one. Okay, forget about that part. Okay, headers you can give over there. That you understand, right? Okay, say suppose before proceeding for relationship, I want to show something. Okay, so these are the 2 tables I have brought from the Excel file. Where is the source? So here I'm going to explain how relationship work between distinct value and a duplicate value. So that is what I'm going to explain you. In which scenario automatically Power BI will give you the data. Say suppose this is having a multiple values. Obviously this is a primary table which will have a multiple values. Say suppose this is my return table which is having a duplicate. So how can you see the duplicates in any file? Go to data and remove the duplicates. So what it is showing, it is having a 63 duplicates and the distinct value is 1971 unique records. Okay, so if you see here 1971, before that how many records are there? 2034 records. Okay, I'm simply bringing all the values into the picture. Say suppose I'm what is a common column between these 2 tables? Order ID. If you see over here, right, order ID is a common column between these 2 tables. So I'm trying to do this column to column. What it is saying? Can anyone tell me? See,
It
the
has
warning
many to
symbol it
many.
is simply showing.
Yeah,
This is
many to many
automatically showing. Why it is
Yeah.
many to many relationship?
Both the tables have the duplicates.
Perfect, Guru. Thanks for that. Okay, say suppose this obviously order ID will have a multiple values from the primary tables because the order date will be different, our shipping date will be different, but whatever the other table will have, whereas a fact table or dimension table, which is should have a only unique value. Okay, where we are going to join. So if both table having a duplicate, it will automatically take a many to many relationship. So have I choose the automatically, or it will come to the picture directly? It came to the picture directly based on the data we have. So even if you go to 1-to-1, it will say that the coordinate you select isn't valid for this relationship. So it is simply saying, okay, if I want to do 1-to-1, it is saying that, buddy, the relationship is not correct. Even if I go to many to one, it will say the same. The cardinality relationship between these two values are not correct. Okay, if I go to many, only it will say that, okay, this is only saying that the relationship has a cardinality many to many, expected neither column or contains a unique values. Okay, as I explained earlier, it will all expect the unique values. Okay, okay, now many to many relationship is completed. Okay, so obviously see this star to this star, it will a many to many relationship. So I'm going to the report view. So here I'll explain you these things whenever it comes to the visualization, guys. So now I just want to show you one thing. Okay, written what is the order ID? I want to see count. What is the order ID we have? How many order IDs we have? And count I want to see. Count of the order IDs. Okay, I'm just seeing count of the order IDs. Again, I'm taking this. And again, I'll go to another table. I'm just bringing into here, and I want to see count of these values. See 2034 and 51,290 or something. If I go here 2034, which are the duplicates? Am I seeing the same values here? 2034 from the written table. The same applicable for this order ID 51219. The same value are we seeing here? 51219. Okay, if you want to see this one, just go to here and category value. I'll explain you these things whenever it comes to the visualization part, guys. Don't worry about it. Okay, 51290. So what is how to see unique values? Say suppose I don't want to see unique values. Okay, just go to count distinct. If you see here, it will see 1979. So go here and data, remove the duplicates. So what is how many order dates I have? 1971. Okay, I'm seeing 1971. Okay, this is what we say that, okay, relationship is very important. So instead of count of distinct count, if I go to count, I am seeing the duplicates and many to many relationship, which is not a correct way to do the relationship. So what I have to do? So before bringing the file, I don't want to see any duplicates in the report, and I will bring that particular data into the visualization. Now I will bring this data into this particular file, which I have removed the duplicate, into Power BI.
One question, Vasu. So
Yes.
we are actually cleansed the data and we are actually uploading it back into Power BI. Can't we
Yes.
use the data profiling which we used yesterday?
Yes, we can do that.
Okay.
Yes, we can do that. But the thing is that we are going step by step, right?
Okay.
We are going to step by step. So why I am telling you this, guys? So data profiling you can do over here. But before you do data profiling, if it is if you know everything from the front end, like a database or Excel file, if you are able to do something in the front end, okay, that will be very helpful for Power BI, because Power BI to do the visualization, okay, it will give visualization directly instead of going to the transform data, do profiling. It will take some time, right? While writing the query, if we do these parts like removing the duplicate, bringing the correct data, it will be very optimized. The data will come to the Power BI directly without doing a profiling over here. This profiling also available in Power BI, but it will take or consume some time for you. Anyway, you have to bring the data from database or Excel file only, right? So before doing something here, okay, if you do prior itself, it will be helpful for you. That is called as I said earlier, right? Whenever you are doing data profiling or understanding the data for whatever you are getting is very important. So simply you cannot bring the data into the Power BI, okay, or whether it is a file, whether it is a SQL database. First of all, you need to see what are the columns you have in a file, what are the columns you have in a table. If it is a two tables you have to see what are the columns, what is the primary key, what is the foreign key, are we having any duplicates, are we having any nulls? Okay, these are very important. Okay, so that's why I'm telling you. So you can do in data profiling as well, but cleaning your data before comes into the Power BI is a most accurate thing, because in the transform data here, by seeing these many options, you will get confused, guys. Okay, so whenever you have a one table, that will be okay. If you having a 10 tables, you need to bring it into the Power BI. Guru, you tell me, is that the correct way? Do the profiling over here, or do the right query in the front end?
No, actually it will take a lot of time for data to preparation load.
Right. If you want to do the data profiling here, it will take ages. So to do the data profiling itself, it will take 2 days or 3 days in the Power BI. But when you do the right query in the front end, okay, that will be very easy for Power BI, because you are already bringing the correct data into the Power BI. If it is a one table, okay, as I said earlier, you go there, yeah, you see how many columns we have, whether it is column coming correctly to the Power BI, that is okay. But whenever you are having too many tables, okay, this is a class purpose, okay, that is okay, I'm bringing 2 or 3 columns, 3 tables, okay, but in a real time scenario, you will have a more tables. Sometimes you need to bring a more than 50 tables. At that time, is it sufficient to do the data profiling here? No, because every table you need to go transform data, for every table you need to see what exactly going, what is the data profiling. By seeing that all, it will take ages. Okay, so that's why this is very important, right? Direct query or import query, writing your queries and optimizing your queries, that is very important. Okay,
like applying the primary keys and the unique keys,
right,
and getting the right data.
Right, understanding, Guru. Okay, so simply you cannot say that, okay, I know these tables, I can bring directly. No, it won't work like that. You need to see data. So whenever database is there, you need to do, first of all, select star from table. How many rows you have? Select star from table. So just if you want, since this is a recording video, you can come back to this one and you can see how many records we have. Count star from table. Okay, next select count distinct record, distinct ID we have from table. So whenever you get the data or SQL or any databases, these 3 queries are very important to analyze your data. Select star from data, whether data, how many columns you have, you can see over here. Select count star, how many records you have. Select count distinct ID, how many distinct records, that means that unique values you have. These three you have to analyze first whenever you are bringing the tables into the Power BI. You understand? Any questions over here, guys?
From my side.
Others?
We'll go through one more time and I will ask you next class.
Okay, sure. So you want me to explain again, guys? Okay, we are not in hurry. You want me to explain again and again, I can explain. But understanding is very important. Just let me know where you have questions. Sir, you need the time. Okay. So simply what I am doing here, I'll tell you again. So I have a one file which is having a duplicate. Okay. Two tables I have in a file. I'm bringing here, which is having both tables having a duplicate. But when I'm trying to do the relationship, it is automatically taking a many-to-many relationship. Why? Because both tables having a multiple values. Right? That concept you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I remove the duplicates. Okay, I am bringing again that same data. I am bringing again. Why I am showing this here? I don't want you confused, guys. I don't want you confuse you. Okay, just why I did this one. Whether we are having a correct values or not, I'm just bringing the data into here. Okay, that's why I showed you this visualization. But again, I'm going to Excel workbook. I'm bringing from my where I have deleted the duplicates. Okay, now I'm bringing the two tables. Let's see what data model will identify whether it is a many-to-many relationship or one-to-one relationship. Earlier, when I bring two tables, did I choose the relationship automatically? No, right?
You try to put columns together, so that's when
Yes. When I try to put the things together, it is automatically to many-to-many relationship. So now I am bringing these two tables again, where I have deleted the duplicates in a written table. Now I will see. So which relationship it will take. So before going forward, based on today's class, what is the data direct query? What is the import query? Manasa?
so
Simple way, simple terms, you can tell me.
whenever you update your database, it automatically get updated in your direct query.
Which is called live connection or direct query.
Or like
Yes. What is the import?
import query. To update your database, you need to refresh it. So
Perfect.
you need to, yeah. So that's when the data that's when the data gets saved. Also gets saved in the storage area, which is called snapshot data or cache.
Previous data.
Right. Who is Tanish?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Tanish, tell me what is the import? What exactly import will do?
We import the data, raw data
Okay.
into the Power BI, like
Okay.
with SQL Server or Excel or CSV file.
No. I am asking here, this part. Direct query and import. So as Manasa said, direct query will directly hit the database and it will give the live data where it has the import. Okay, it will store data in Power BI engine. Whenever you store the data, that data only it will give snapshot of data or cache data. If you want to see the live data or updated data, you need to refresh the report. Then only it will give the data. When you want to go to live connection, when you want to go to import connection based on a business scenario. Okay, if the user want to see live data every minute or every hour, we'll go for live connection. If a user want see the data for every day or every week or every month, okay, we'll go for import data. Okay,
Okay.
Yeah.
Simple as it is. Okay. So now I brought these two tables. Let me go to data model again. Okay, forget, I don't want this one. Where is this one? Remove, delete from model. I'm just deleting from model. I'm deleting. I'm deleting. This is also from model. Now these are the two tables I have. If I choose order I2, order ID, what it will give, what relationship it will give, can anyone tell me? Because these have a many values, these have a one value. What relationship it will give?
One to many, many to one.
Many
Perfect.
to one.
Perfect. So earlier, when I bring into the picture, it showed me one window and it was giving me some error. What it was saying? It was saying many to many relationship, the table doesn't have a unique values. So when I do it now, is it throw any error?
No.
So let me show you again properties.
No error.
Yeah. Earlier, you remember the window, right? This window just showed you earlier whenever we tried with the duplicates. So here I got one error message saying that, buddy, this particular table having a duplicate and has to go for many to many relationship, not a many to one. So it showed you when I try to one to one or many to one, as it was showing this error. Cardinality you selected is valid, isn't valid for this relationship. Here, this particular table having a multiple order IDs, where it has this particular column having a only one value. It will automatically show many to one. Okay, this is called the relation.
I have a question here.
Yes, Guru.
So once we apply many to one relationship, so the primary.
No, it will automatically. It automatically took many to one relationship. I didn't do manually.
No, yeah.
It automatically took. Yeah. Now you carry on. Now you carry on.
So when we use this tables data for our visualization, then it will automatically take the distinct values, or
Distinct
it will
values.
also
Distinct values it will take, because we are already joining over here between these tables, right? So it will give the distinct values only.
And one more thing, here in the cross filter direction, there's a field, right? So what does it mean?
Yeah. So when it comes to that filter sections, okay, I'll show you. Say suppose this is a single or both. Okay, if I choose a single selection, say suppose I am bringing what is there, any segment. Okay, segment field as a filter. Okay, filter into the visualization. So we are asking this particular data model only bring the values from here. Don't touch this table, or don't bother this table. Okay, directly give from this table, which is my primary table. If I go for the both, which is a performance, which impact the performance, both direction means, okay, but guys, I have a segment in a both tables. Okay, render these both tables. Okay, and give me the results. Right? Whenever you try to filter out that one, it will render both tables, which will already obviously impact the performance. So when you choose the single, because filters we use in a daily manner. Okay, if you go to single, so obviously whenever you are going to do the join, okay, based on the fact table and dimension tables only you join, right? Fact table is the centralized fact table, centralized table where we are going to bring our summarization data or other values. So what it will do, it will bring the data from the fact table. If you choose the both single, cross filter in cross filter as a both, what it will do, it will render entire data and it will give the data. So which is not actually recommendable in a Power BI. Both options never do. Okay, I will tell you when it will come to the visualization and this filter part. So this is called the filter. Okay, this is called the slicer and this is called the filter section. When we are coming to this subject, I'm going to teach